Hello, am I audible, Amma? Am I audible? Am I audible, Amma? Am I audible? Am I audible, Amma? Yes, sir. Yes, Amma. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sachinarana. I teach chemistry. Yes, sir. If I'm observing, I observed from last 8 years. I'm observed for last 8 years. 36% of questions are came from physical chemistry. 36% of questions are came from physical chemistry, and 36% of questions are came from inorganic. 28% of questions are came from organic chemistry. I clearly observe that from last 8 years, 36% of questions are came from physical chemistry. 36% of questions are came from inorganic chemistry, and last 28% of questions are came from organic chemistry. Most of the students choose physical chemistry and inorganic chemistry, but I suggesting you to you same one. First read physical chemistry, organic chemistry, then read inorganic chemistry. Because of same in 28% of organic chemistry, we are having very less exceptional cases like neighborhood reactions. If I have prepared a neighborhood reactions compulsory, we get 2 questions. Then reagents. From reagents, we get more 2 questions. Alkanes, alkenes, alkynes, alkyl halides, alcohols, phenols, ethers, etc. These 28% of questions are very easy, and these 28% of questions are must came from only NCERT textbook. Only NCERT textbook. Now see, coming to inorganic chemistry. 36% of inorganic chemistry questions came from same one. Inorganic chemistry questions are 36%. In inorganic chemistry, first give the priority for important topics. What they are? First one, periodic table, chemical bonding, And after the remaining all are somewhat vast topics, like very large topics, big chapters. S block elements, P block elements, D and F block elements, complex compounds, metallurgy, etc. So that is where always read inorganic chemistry after completion of physical and organic chemistry. Now coming to physical chemistry, most of the students face the difficulty in little bit numericals like conversions. So today our session starts with conversions. First, first weight conversion. How to convert the grams into kilograms, kilograms into grams. See, 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams. 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams. If any quantity, if they given in kilograms, we want to get in grams, that is multiply with 100,000, then we get grams. If any quantity in grams, we must convert it into kilograms, then it is divided by 1000. See here. Right. 1 kilogram is equal to 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams. In the same way, 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligrams. 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams. 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligrams. For example, now I want to convert 5 kilograms into grams. So how can we convert into grams? 5 into, can I write 5 into 1 kg? 5 into 1 kg. But what is 1 kilogram? 1 kilogram equal to 1000 grams. Now I am substituting 1000 grams in place of 1 kg. From there what we get? 5 into 1000 grams, which is equal to 5000 grams. Can I write 5000 grams like this? 5 into 10 to the power 3 grams. So 5 kilograms is equal to 5000 grams or 5 into 10 power 3 grams. Now see this one. 6 kg 725 grams. How many grams are present in 6 kg 725 grams? So the conversion of kilograms into grams or grams into kilograms are most useful in calculation of molarity, normality, molality. Right? These are most useful in solutions. And next one in mole concept. And conversion of grams into kilograms or kilograms into grams. Most important in states of matter also. That is where basics are most little bit small way. Mathematical basics are most important for NEET students. Most of the 90%, not only most, 99% of the NEET students gets difficulty in conversions. Kilograms to grams, grams to kilograms, milliliters to liters, liters to milliliters, calculation of percentages, calculation of mass fraction, mole fraction, fractions, right? Now, Seema, tell me what is the or how many grams present in 6 kilograms, 725 grams. Right? Can I write like this? 6 kilogram, 6 into 6 kg plus 725 gram. Now here 1 kilogram, 6 into 1 kilogram, 1 kg equal to 1000 grams. 1000 grams plus 725 grams. 6 into 1000, 6000. 6000 plus 725 grams. 6000 plus 725, 6725. 6 kg, 725 grams contains 6725 grams. Right? Next one, Next conversion. Eight point seven three two five. Simply we can take 8.732 kilograms. Contains how many grams? 8.732 kilograms contains how many grams? Can anybody know, ma? 8.732 kilograms is equal to how many grams? Just multiply with 1000. 8.732. Already we know that 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams. So that is equal to 8732 grams. 8732 grams. Next one, conversion of volume. Volume conversion. Already we know that at STP condition. What are STP conditions? 273 Kelvin. 273 kelvins. STP conditions. Standard temperature pressure. At STP conditions, what are STP? 273 kelvins, 1 atmosphere pressure, or 273 kelvins, 1 bar pressure. At STP, which means 273 kelvins, 1 atmosphere pressure, 1 mole of any gas occupies 1 mole of any gas occupies 22.4 liters of volume. Or at 273 kelvins at 1 bar pressure, 1 mole of any gas occupies 22.7 liters of volume. So how can we convert liters into milliliters? Use this one. For the conversion of liters into milliliters, use this one. Liters can be converted into milliliters when multiplying with 1000. Or milliliters can be converted into liters on dividing with 1000. Now, conversion of volume is most important for states of matter. Right. States of matter, solutions, and mole concept. Entire stoichiometry. Now 22.4 liters, which is equal to how many milliliters? Already we know that 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliters. 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliters. Can I substitute in place of liter 1000 milliliters? Then what we get? 22.4 into 1000 milliliters. On multiplication, we get 400 ml of volume. 400 ml of volume. One liter of volume is equal to 1000 milliliters. 1 liter is equal to 1 cubic decimeter. In the same way, 1 milliliter is equal to 1 cubic centimeter. These are volume conversions. If you know the weight conversions and volume conversions, you can do easily physical chemistry numericals. Next conversion, next one, calculation of percentage. Percentages. To calculate percentage, we have formula that is x by n into 1000, which is equal to percentage, where x is the given quantity, where n is the total amount, where p is the percentage of the quantity. Where p is the percentage of the quantity compared to that of total. Where x is the given quantity, n is the total amount, p is the percentage of the quantity when compared to total. Now we will do numericals on percentage. For example, see, in second year, your marks are 873 marks. You got 873 marks out of 1000 marks. Your total marks are 1000. You got 873 marks. Then what is the percentage of your marks? How can we calculate? Marks got, that is 873 by total marks. 1000 marks got by total marks into 100. That is equal to, see over here, two zeros are cancelled. 873 divided by 10, it becomes 87.3. Your percentage, that is 87. But in physical chemistry, there are questions like this. What is if 5% of 80? 5% of 80. How can we calculate 5% of 80? 5% of 80. Percent. Per means always percentage calculated for 100. Fraction always calculated for 1. So percent of 5% of 80 means 5%, which indicates by 100 into 80. That is equal to 5% of 80, which is equal to, now calculate it is 0 gets cancelled. 5 8 are 45, 10, that is equal to 4. 5% of 80, which is equals to 4. Next one. Calculate same. What is the 12% of 122? What is the 12% of 122? Can anybody calculate it? Is 12% of 122. For simple calculations, take it is 120. 12% of 120. Pavani, Lahri, you are here, Maheshwari. Tell me, ma'am, what is the 12% of 120? That is 12 by percent 100 is into 120. Simplify this. 0 gets cancelled. Then what we get? 12 12 are 144 by 10, which is equal to 14.4. 14.4 is the 12% of 120. Such type of numericals are most important in states of matter. Again, solutions from the thermodynamics chapters, right? Now we will move into our chemistry. That is mole. What is meant by mole? Up to here, these are useful conversions for physical chemistry. Now, Sema, what is meant by mole? In day-to-day life, we are using different words like pair. Pair indicates two things or two items. A pair indicates two items. In the same way, dozen indicates 12 items. In the same way, gross. One gross indicates 144 items. In the same way, a mole is the quantity which has constant value, which indicates that, so which has constant value and which indicates the number of chemical particles present in a substance, which indicates the number of chemical particles present in a substance called mole, which is equal to, that quantity is equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 particles. So here 12 things are applicable for macroscopic particles like banana. If you are asking, if you are going to any fruit market, we are asking what is 1 dozen of banana. What is the value of, what is the cost of 1 dozen of apple, right? But chemical species are very micro particles, small particles, small atoms. Chemical substances contains small atoms. That is why mole is used for chemical molecules. Right. Say 1 mole of any substance. 1 mole of any substance which must contain 1 mole of any substance contains 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 particles. Particles may be atoms, ions, molecules, etc. 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 particles. These particles may be atoms, ions, molecules, etc. 1 mole of any substance, 1 mole of any chemical substance which must contain Avogadro number of particles. 6.023 into 10 power 23 particles called Avogadro's number. The same way, 1 mole of any gaseous substance at STP conditions, 273 kelvins and 1 atmosphere pressure. 1 mole of any gaseous substance, 1 mole of any gaseous substance at STP conditions occupies 22.4 liters of volume. 22.4 liters of volume. Now, see, if any gas occupies 22.4 liters of volume, if any gas occupies 22.4 liters of volume, it must contains Avogadro number of particles. That is 6.023 into 10 power 23 particles. If any gas occupies 22.4 liters of volume, it must contain how many particles? Avogadro number of particles. Right? If any gas contains, now see particles to volume relationship. If any gas contains 6.023 into 10 power 23 particles, it occupied by volume that which is equal to 22.4 liters. If any gas contains Avogadro number of particles, it must be occupies 22.4 liters of volume. 22.4 liters of volume. Now see, now coming to mole to mass relationship. The mass of 1 mole of any substance, the mass of 1 mole of any substance which is equal to its molecular weight or gram molecular mass. The mass of 1 mole of any substance which is equal to its molecular weight. Now coming to here, 1 mole of any substance contains Avogadro number of particles, right? Now the total mass of 6 into 10 to the power 23 particles, which is equal to its molecular weight of substance. Its molecular weight of the substance. This is relation for particles and molecular weight. Now, molecular weight to volume relationship. If any gas occupies 22.4 liters of volume, its weight is equal to its molecular weight. If any gas occupies 22.4 liters of volume, the mass of that gas must be equal to its molecular weight. Is this clear for you, ma'am? Up to here, anyone have doubt? This is about mole concept. 1 mole of any gas occupies 22.4 liters of volume. Now 22.4 liters of volume. If any gas occupies 22.4 liters of volume, it contains Avogadro number of particles. The weight of Avogadro number of particles, which is equal to its molecular weight. Clear? Now, this thing is most important one in entire physical chemistry. It is, one second. Now, okay, mama voice. Stay on. Right? Okay. Next one. This is most important one. Calculation of, if you want to calculate molecular mass of any substance, atomic masses are required. If we want to calculate molecular mass of any substance, we must know about atomic masses up to 30 elements. First element is already you know that first element is hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, 8 oxygen, 9 fluorine, 10 neon, 11 sodium. Atom number 12, element number 12, magnesium, 13 aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, 20 calcium, 21 scandium, 22 titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. Up to 13 we must know. Right? Atomic mass of hydrogen, that is 1. Atomic mass of helium, 4. Atomic mass of lithium, actually it is 6.94. For simple calculations we are taking, that is 7. Atomic mass of lithium is 7. Beryllium 10, boron 11, carbon 12, nitrogen 14, oxygen 16, fluorine 19, neon 20, sodium 22.9, which is equal to 23, aluminum 27, silicon 28, phosphorus 31, sulfur 32, chlorine 35.5, potassium 40, potassium 39, argon 40, calcium also 40, scandium 45. Actually, scandium, titanium, vanadium not required. You should remember chromium, that is equal to 52. After chromium, remember iron, atomic mass of iron, that is equal to 56. And copper and zinc 63.5, 65.3. Atomic masses of copper and zinc are most useful in electrochemistry. Right? Now we will calculate molecular masses of some substance. After that, we will go through mole concept. We will calculate atomic mass or molecular mass of O2. O2 contains how many oxygen atoms? 2 oxygen atoms. The atomic mass of oxygen, each oxygen is 16. So 2 into 16, that is equal to 32 grams. So atomic molecular mass of oxygen equal to 32. Next one. N2. Atomic mass of nitrogen. Actually, how many nitrogen atoms are there? 2 nitrogens. So 2 into the atomic mass of nitrogen is 14. That is equal to 28 grams. Next one. Atomic mass of H2, simple one. How many hydrogens are there? 2 hydrogens. Atomic mass of hydrogen 1. 2 into 1, which is equal to 2 grams. Next one. Cl2. Atomic mass of chlorine. Actually, how many chlorines are there? 2 chlorines. 2 into atomic mass of chlorine, that is 35.5. That is equal to 71 grams. Next one. F2. Fluorine. Atomic mass of how many fluorines are there? 2. Each fluorine has 9. That is equal to 90. That is equal to 38 grams. Oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, chlorine, F2, all are gases, right? Next one, ammonia. Atoms combine to form molecules. Molecules combine to form substance, matter or substance. Now calculate atomic mass, molecular mass of ammonia. In ammonia contains, its molecular formula of ammonia is NH3, right? Atomic mass of nitrogen is 14 grams, and here we are having 3 hydrogens, that is equal to 3 into 1. 14 plus 3 is equal to 17. 17. Next, calculate molecular mass of oxygen. Calculate molecular mass of water molecule. H2. Oxygen completed. H2O. H2O contains how many hydrogens? 2 hydrogens. 2 into 1 equal to 2 grams. Atomic mass of oxygen 16 into 1 atom. 1 into 16 equal to 16. That is equal to total mass. Total molecular mass of water is equal to 18 grams. Next one. Calculate molecular mass of acetic acid, CH3COOH. Calculate molecular mass of acetic acid, CH3COOH. How many carbons are there? 2 carbons. 2 into atomic mass of carbon 12, that is equal to 24. Right? Next one, how many oxygen atoms are there? 2 oxygen atoms. 2 into 16, 36, 32 grams. How many oxygens are there? 4 hydrogens. 4 into 1 equal to 4. Total 60 grams. By this way, like this, we can calculate atomic masses. Like this, we can calculate atomic masses. Now, go through numericals. First one, calculate number of molecules present in number of molecules present in 64 grams of oxygen. 64 grams of oxygen.
64 by
Calculate number of molecules present in 64 grams of oxygen.
2.
2. See, Emma? Right, see? If any substance with molecular mass contains how many molecules or how many particles? 6 into 10 to the power 23 particles. See, molecular weight, particles relationship. Molecular weight, particles relationship. So what is the molecular mass of oxygen? Molecular mass of oxygen 32 grams contains how many particles? How many molecules? Avogadro number of molecules. For simple calculations, can I take 6 into 10 to the power 23? What about 64 grams? 64 grams contains X molecules. So like this, X equal to 6 into 10 to the power 23. Yeah, 64, right? Not 6 grams. into 64 by 32. That is equal to 2 into Avogadro number of molecules. Avogadro number of molecules. Right? Next question. What is the volume occupied by what is the volume occupied by ammonia gas? What is the volume occupied by 34 grams of ammonia gas? Try to do it fastly, Amma. 34 grams of ammonia gas. What is the volume occupied by 34 grams of ammonia? Someone speaking, but it is not came out. What is the volume occupied by 34 grams of ammonia? Now go through mole chart. Molecular weight and volume relationship. See molecular weight and volume relationship. If any substance occupies 22.4 liters of volume, its weight equal to molecular weight. What is the molecular weight of ammonia? 17 grams. 17 grams of ammonia occupies how much of volume? 22.4 liters of volume. See this relation. Molecular weight and volume relationship. 22.4 liters of volume of any substance. If any gas occupies 22.4 liters of volume, whose weight equal to its molecular weight. The same way, molecular mass of ammonia, that is 17 grams. 17 grams of ammonia occupies 22.4 liters of volume. Now what about 34 grams? Molecular mass of ammonia 17. 70 grams of ammonia occupies 22.4 liters of volume. Now in our question, we are asking about 34 grams. 34 grams of ammonia occupies x liters of volume. Where x equal to 22.4 into 34 by 70. 2 times. That is equal to 88.4 liters. Volume occupied by 34 grams of ammonia equal to 88.4. Right? Next question.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
answer is 44.8, sir.
Yes, sir. 22.4 into 2. Right. 24.8 liters. Yes, sir. Very good. 22.4 into 2, 44.8. Next one. many moles of glucose present in 540 grams? How many moles of glucose present in 540 grams? Simple one. NCERT textbook question. How many moles of glucose present in 540 grams? Do it fastly. Let's go to mole chart. 1 mole of the mass of 1 mole of any substance is equal to its molecular weight. Use this relation, mole molecular weight relation. Use mole molecular weight relationship. Yes, Amma. Saida Juari. Use this relation. Actually, molecular mass formula of glucose. Molecular formula of glucose C12, sorry C6, H12, O6. Simply, Amma, you can remember some molecular masses of important substances like acids, bases, salts. Coming to acids, HCl 36.5. These are most important one. HCl. Next one, HBr, H2SO4, acetic acid, CH3COOH, 3PO4. You should remember molecular weights of all these acids. Next one, this much of it is this much of enough for acids. For bases, sodium hydroxide. Next one, aluminium hydroxide, barium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide. Molecular masses of these substances are most useful in the calculations of molarity, normality, molarity, or concentration in buffer solutions, etc. Salts like NaCl, NaCl, KCl, CaCl2, CaBr2. Yes. Next, oxidizing agents like KMnO4, K2Cr2O7. These two are enough. Right. You must learn molecular formulas of all these substances. If you want to calculate in exam HCl hydrogen 1 plus 35.5, that is equal to 36.5, it takes more time. For physical chemistry question, you should take only 30 to 40 seconds in your exam. If it takes more than 40 seconds, it is considered as a tough question. If you are taking more time for calculations of molecular masses, it takes more time. So coming to our question number, how many moles of glucose present in 540 grams of glucose? 1 mole of the mass of 1 mole of glucose is 180 grams. 180 grams of glucose, 1 mole of glucose, the mass of 1 mole of glucose is 180 grams. Now, if we are taking 540 grams, it contains X moles. Yes, X equal to 540 by 180. That is equal to 3 mole. Which is equal to 3 mole. Right? Next question. Calculate number of atoms. Calculate number of atoms present in 56 grams of nitrogen into this. Calculate number of atoms present in. See here I am asking atoms, not molecules. Calculate number of atoms present in 56 grams of N2. Try to do this. Tough physical chemistry questions never asked in NEET exam. You can do within 40 seconds. You can answer easily. If you know the formula and if you know the how to substitute the given data into the formula, it is enough. Just know the formula and how to substitute. You can get good marks in physical chemistry. Now tell me what is your answer? Calculate number of atoms present in 56 grams of ammonia, N2, nitrogen gas. Speaking but not come out of. Use chart box. Again, use some small chart. Use small chart. Molecular weight and particles relationship. Molecular weight and particles relationship. See, one molecule of N2 contains how many atoms? One molecule of N2 contains 2 nitrogen atoms. Atoms combine to form molecules. Molecules combine to form substance or matter. Right? See, one molecule of N2, one molecule of nitrogen. One molecule of N2 contains 2 N atoms, right? 2 nitrogen atoms, which means that molecular mass of N2, SM Malahari. Which means that molecular mass of N2, 28 grams. 28 grams of N2 contains how many particles? How many atoms? 2 into 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. I'm not asking, once again I will tell you, I'm not asking molecules. We are talking about only atoms. 2 into 6 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. Now what about 56 grams? 56 grams of nitrogen contains X atoms. Is this clear for you? Anyone have doubt? Now X equal to 2 into 6 into 10 to the power 23 into 56 by 28. Right? Now how many are there? 2 to the 4. 4 into 6. 24. 24 into 10 power 23. Yes, Larry? N2 molecule contains 2 nitrogen atoms. N2 molecule contains 2 nitrogen atoms. Here I'm asking about atoms, not about molecules. Don't get confusion now. One molecule of N2 contains 2 nitrogen atoms. Now 28 grams contains 2 into 6 into 10 power 23 nitrogen atoms. 56 grams contains X atoms. So when X equal to 2 into 6 into 10 power 23 and cross multiplication, we get 24 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms. Right?
ഒരു ദിവസം
Mute your mic. Right, next one. Next one. Calculate number of atoms present in 34 grams of ammonia NH3 gas. Now try to do it, Amma. 34 grams of ammonia, as same as previous question. Calculate number of atoms present in 34 grams of ammonia. What we are discussing all are NCERT based questions. Number of atoms, number of moles, molecules, volume. Calculate number of atoms present in 34 grams of ammonia. See, 1 molecule of ammonia. 1 molecule of ammonia contains how many atoms? 1 molecule of ammonia contains 1 nitrogen atom and 3 hydrogen atoms, right? 1 N atom and 3 H atoms. Total number of atoms in NH3, how many are there? Total, that is equal to 4 atoms, right? 1 molecule of ammonia contains 4 atoms, 1 nitrogen atom and 3 hydrogen atoms. Now, according to our mole chart, ammonia molecular mass, nitrogen 7, nitrogen 14, 3 hydrogens 3, 14 plus 3, that is 17. 17 grams of NH3 contains 17 grams of NH3 contains how many atoms? 4 into Avogadro number of atoms. NN. 4 into Avogadro number of atoms. Now, what about 34 grams? 34 gram of ammonia contain X atoms, which is on cross multiplication we get X equal to 4 into Avogadro number Na. Avogadro number can be represented by Na, sometimes N0 also. Na into 34 divided by 70. 7 to 2 34. 4 to 18 in N0 atoms, or 8 into Avogadro number of atoms. Anyone have in today's doubts in today's session? calculation of grams into kilograms, kilograms to grams, conversion of volume, milliliters to liters, liters to milliliters, and calculate how to calculate percentage, and up to here mole concept. Anyone have doubt? Ask me now. Any doubts in today's session? Today what we are discussing, this is most important and most useful concept for physical chemistry, right? Any doubts? Okay, ma. Yes, sir. Okay, ma. Tomorrow we will discuss more important topics for NEET. Thank you. Bye for now. We will meet in next session. Thank you. Okay, ma. Bye.